So last class we have seen actions class methods. We have discussed already. Now we need to practice those functions. So let's go to this website. These are the scenarios I have written. You can utilize that. So go to this website. Then you have to, this is the source and this is the target. You have to drag and drop source in the target place. That's our test. But this one is inside the iframe. This one is inside the iframe. This one is inside the iframe. And so this is the test we have to do. Okay, iframe you have to switch, then identify source and target, and do a drag and drop. Let's do this test case. You can take any one of the so take copy this. Then paste it. I'll put actions test. So in the actions test itself, we'll write a different test methods, and then we can go on from there. So before class, that's fine. I don't need to touch that. First method I'm going to write drag and drop test. So drag and drop test. So copy this URL and give it here. So then you can give, if you want, this title. The title is go to head tag and copy this title. So you're waiting for the page title and you're accepting. Yeah, you can accept that also now. No issues. So then we can do soft assert. Oh, we're doing soft assert, right? Yeah, this hard assertion not required. Soft assert. And then, so you have to, after that, we have to switch to iframe first. See, all these elements. If you see this element, it's inside the iframe. So first you have to switch to the iframe based on the class. So you write switch to iframe. Iframe element. Driver dot find element by dot class name and give the class value. Just you need to identify that. That's it. So you don't need any click element. So we can store in the iframe web element. So web element, iframe element equal to this one. Then you have to switch to that. So driver dot switch to method dot frame of web element. So it has switched to iframe perfectly. Now you need to identify one by one element. Source. First identify the source element. By ID, there is ID. You can see this has ID. ID draggable. And droppable. So one more web element, target element, driver dot find element by dot ID, just pass the ID there. So I identified the source element, identified the target element. Now I need to switch to that. So what I need to switch, I need to basically create a actions class object. Actions act equal to new actions of driver. Import class. So act dot. So there is a direct method, drag and drop. So you can give a source element and target element. Dot, I told you already, you have to call perform method to finish the action. That's it. Then you can run it. So we don't need this method anymore now. So you can put another method we can write. So drag and drop by also we'll write. Let's write a drag and drop by also. Drag, drop by. Drag and drop by test. It's okay. So this one, drag and drop by test. Another test is this one. So you can see here in our scenarios, after this we have a drag and drop by test, this one. So this is the one, yeah. Drag and drop by. This is the second scenario. So here and one more thing we can do, maybe you can, I'll skip this. Enabled equal to false. And here also. So we'll develop this later. Enabled equal to false. So where are these two errors? Okay. So the first one is um, drag and drop by straightforward method. There are other ways. First run this, then we'll go for the second one. But I put a optional browser value as a Chrome. Even if you don't create a testng.xml, it will take this value from this method. So method parameter itself. That's the optional means. If you don't mention, you have to create a testng.xml and you have to create a parameter. See, it has dropped, right? So if you want to observe, put a thread.sleep. Do we have any other way instead of using direct drag and drop? Yes, we do have. So there are three methods combination is this drag and drop. So what are the three methods? Act dot, first click and hold. Click and hold on the web element. Which a web element? Source element. Dot perform. Then second one, move the cursor to the target. So act dot move to element to the target perform method. Then release it. So release it is click and hold will hold it, right? And you move this, whatever you hold it and you move to target by move to element method. Now you need to release it. So you are releasing the release method dot perform method. So these three methods combination is this drag and drop. These three methods combination is drag and drop. So you see that is also going to work out. Same method you can run it. Done. Anything is fine. So I have shown you both the methods. Direct drag and drop you can use or these three methods combination. So you can use. Next, drag and drop by. So drag and drop by if you want to use. So I have to launch the URL, right? Let's launch the URL. So, but I need to navigate to, I'll use navigate to different URL. Now currently you have this URL, right? Navigate to different URLs. So how to navigate to different URL?
URLs.
Driver dot
Navigated
navigate method dot
to URL.
of
URL.
what is the URL? You give this URL. This URL. So you observe here, you from here you are navigating to this. See, it has only one source, so there is no target. Where to drop is it's up to you. Based on X and Y coordinates, you can do that. So I'm giving this URL. So now you can verify the page title if you want. So this header also you can look for that. H1 dot H1. Red class equal to class value. So then So you need to switch to the frame using this switching to the frame concept you can apply. This code I can put as it is here also. Next, you can identify a web element. Web element source equal to by source value you can give. So what is the source value? You can spy it. So this is the draggable is the value. So CSS selector hash ID value. That's what I'm providing, hash ID value. So once you got the source, I need to create an object for the, so this actions class, actions act equal to new actions. So actions, no, you can give a driver variable, right? So that's a constructor. So actions class has a constructor, which is parameterized. So act dot drag and drop by source element, then 90 x coordinate, 140 y coordinate. So, but you have to give at the end, perform method is mandatory. If you forget, it won't work out. So you have to be very careful on that. So I have to remove this. I'll put this to this test method now. Later we'll do that. Already there. So that it will run one by one. So I want to show the methods you can run parallelly. That I'll show. But you need to independent methods you have to develop. See, right? But you cannot see, right? So what we can do, drag and drop by, right? I can put some thread dot sleep. Otherwise, we are not able to see whether it is moved or not. 3000 milliseconds you can put. See, it moved down. It will be in the top, but it moved down. Same thing you can do with a different ways. So what is the other way? You can do like this. So I don't want to use a drag and drop by. Then what is the other approach? Act dot. So click and hold on the source element dot perform act dot move by offset you have to use. So now you give here 120 and 150 dot perform. Next, act dot release. So you can release dot perform. So this is another approach. This method is a combination of these three methods. They simplified further, right? So that's what this, how you can do a simplification. See, it went down. That means it is drag and drop by location. You're giving x and y coordinates. These are the x and y coordinates. You're moving current element to this location. That's really, you're releasing the cursor there. Next. These are the some of the methods I want to do. Double click also you can do. So double click. Let me show you the double click. But we need that website, right? To perform the double click. So you need to take a website. This website you can take. Can you see here there is a double click operation? This one. Even you have a drag and drop options here also. Double click on button, the text from field 1 will be copied into field 2. Okay. If you just double click on that, it is copied. But how do you know it is copied to there? So you have to see that. So double click action you need to do on the copy text button. So how to do that? So what we have? Button. So this is the copy text. So there is no ID. Just on DB click is there. So what is the X path for this object identification? You can use even this also. Otherwise, better to use this one. So I'll use this one. So let's write another method, double click operation. So double click test. I need to navigate to started double click operation. Driver dot navigate method dot to of URL. So what is the page title? So look for the title. This is the title. This is the title. And then, so you need to click on copy text double 2 times. So how to perform 2 times? First you have to create object for actions class, right? Actions act equal to new actions of driver. But this one is no, we are doing multiple times, right? Multiple times you are creating object. How can we optimize this? How can we optimize? See, Each method I am creating object. That means multiple objects, right? It's not a valid. You should not do that. So instead of this, we can simply declare a global variable. So create this. First declare object null. Then here you create object one time only. New actions of driver. That's it. So you should not put this one. So now you can access multiple methods. You don't need to create object every time. That's a wrong approach. You can call. See, there is no issue at all. Here also we'll do the same thing. Page title and you have to. I can use a actor dot double click on the web element. What is the web element? First you need to identify the web element. Driver dot find element. Oh, again double click while we're writing. Dot perform method you have to write. So then you have to verify it is copied into that text box or not. Verify the field 2 has the field 1 value. So field 2 has same value as field 1. So that means you have to get the field 1 value and field 2 value. Then you compare both of them. So how to get field 1 value? So string field 1 value equal to driver dot find element so id field 1 id field 1. So how can you get the value from the edit boxes?
Send keys we use.
Send keys then you are missing a send keys definition, Monica.
Sorry, sir.
I'm
Value we
asking
want.
already typed value. How can you get it from the edit boxes? Okay.
Add-on attribute.
If you are not practicing all this, it's very difficult in the interviews. I don't know what you are doing. All the basics you are missing. Already completed topics also you are not able to answer means it's really pathetic. Then when you are be on top of all the topics, I'm not sure. And you have to realize yourself. It's a very bad preparation from your side. Okay, so compare field 1 and field 2 values. Okay. So then I can do set dot asset equals free. Okay, so something FY field 1, comma,
Into.
field 2 value. That's it. So even I can just put some thread dots like 2. Just for observation purpose, I'm keeping. Otherwise, you should not use thread dot sleep in the real-time code. That's not allowed. Okay, guys? Don't use that. Okay. Let's go and run this. Failed. Let's see why it failed. What is the reason? Okay. Expected null, actual hello world. So see the difference. One is null, and another one you got a hello world. See, the expected is null, and this one is hello world. What is that hello world? Yeah, it's a similar. So we got a field 2 value. That's a strange. Okay, you have to use get DOM property for the second one. Okay. So instead of that, let's try this one. Get DOM property. Where is that method? Yeah, here it is. So here you can use a get a DOM attribute, but so this one get a DOM property. Let's change that DOM property. Right? Now you can compare. Now let's run this time, how it goes. It is double click is worked. Now it worked. See, but it should work with the DOM attribute, but yeah, it's not working. So you can use DOM property also. Okay. So both are fetching the value from this, but yeah, here you are using a get DOM property. So it will fetch the value, and I'm comparing both of them with the asset equals. That is another test case. So any questions, guys? Double click, we have seen drag and drop by, we have seen. So then we have to see menu handling, how to handle menus. So let's join back and we'll write that handling menus code, and then we can move on to the next topic, handling date pickers, handling web tables, handling so how to upload files using robot class, upload files with auto hit tool. And so I want to show you a right click operation. Did we do a right click? Not right. We haven't done. So I'll show you that also. Here I'm going to cover menus in the next example that I'm going to show you, and also right click operation. Both we are going to cover.